Hey, I'm Nick in the States, and today I want to talk about a hidden gem in the guitar world. Michael Kelly guitars have been around for a little over a decade, and they started out selling their quote-unquote seconds or promotional guitars on eBay for a pretty good price compared to what they were going for in the store. And the guitars had nothing wrong with them. I really believe that it was just used as a promotion to get the word out, get them in people's hands, get people talking about it, and try and use like the viral marketing or something to make the brand happen. I'm not sure how well it worked. They've had some success in the last 5 or 6 years with their Patriot line, and I think Blake Shelton's an artist, endorsee of them, and I believe BC Rich bought them. But back then they had a pretty wide smattering of models, a double cutaway, a 335, a full body Hollowbody jazz, semi-hollow single cut, and I've owned quite a few of them over the years. And my main recording guitar, for when I used to do a lot of punk recording and whatnot, was a Michael Kelly double cutaway, very much like a Santana copy. In fact, why don't we have that in my hand while we kind of go over its features and talk about the pricing and just what a great value these guys are. So with the magic of the internet and computers and recutting, ta-da! This is a Michael Kelly Hourglass quilt top. Very much like a Santana shape or a Les Paul double cutaway. A little wider at the base. Nice thin thickness though. Very comfortable. It's a very slim neck, but not super slim. But it's wide. It's got a really nice comfortable play and a nice rounded C profile. What's great about these is the string through body, which is kind of cool. It's, I don't know if you can see it from this angle, it's a Tone Pros locking bridge. Zebra pickups, these were what became the Rockford pickups that they had for a handful of years. Now they switched to a 59 PAF. But this model was actually discontinued, and they're a little hard to find. But what's great about it is both pickups are coil taps. The tone's really quite nice. Has real abalone inlay in the neck, which looks beautiful. Clean, sharp, kind of respectable headstock without being anything too crazy. And good old Grover tuners on it with a nice volute to keep the neck solid. I owned the first one of these. I owned it for about 5 years. I had a dead fret somewhere up in the neck, right in this region. And instead of course, getting it set up and getting it easily fixed or figuring out how to fix it myself, I sold a guitar. And within a year, I was missing this thing. And I had a bunch of other guitars, and still I missed this one because I like the shape. It's a little bigger of a bout than a Gibson Les Paul double cutaway standard shape, or even like a Paul Reed Smith Santana SE. So I'm 6'1", and it has the kind of right size look hanging there. But she's a great guitar. Sustains for days, but isn't too heavy and is a hell of a lot of fun to play, and very, very versatile. So this got me in the Michael Kelly game. I bought their Hollowbody floating pickup jazz guitar that really felt like a second. It wasn't the best made guitar. The details, they worked it out. The line never caught on and they dropped it. But eventually, late at night, I work in IT. It's about 2 a.m. doing a change in a cold data center. And there's an auction ending with nobody bid on. So for $175, I picked up this. It's a Michael Kelly Phoenix HT or VT. It's really a Michael Kelly vibe in a really kind of cool blue burst with a flame top. Some very classy reserved flames on the neck. And an inlaid headstock with a cool little symbol and some stuff there. This is a normal Nashville style bridge, floating tailpiece, 2 volume, 2 tone. But the neat thing about this guitar is that it, much like a Gibson Johnny A or some of the other ones, this is a full one or two piece mahogany back that they've hollowed out, left a center block in it, and then put the top on it. So this is tremendous sustain. This guitar probably has some of the best action and playability of a guitar that I own. In fact, I was going to sell it not too long ago, and then I picked up and played it, and it's horribly out of tune. But I picked up and played it again, and I just couldn't because she's awesome. She actually has Grover Imperial tuners on her. Super fine tuning, holds tune like nobody's business, and it's just a heck of a lot of fun. And it's a nice thickness. It's kind of like a Gibson 135 or a 137, but it's got a little bit smaller bout to it. And she's a nice guitar, and I've had this one for quite a few years. As I say, I think delivered to my door was $185. The previous Hourglass I bought again probably 3 years ago for less than $200. It came in, it had a little chip in the back that I was able to glue back in, but I couldn't find another one for a long time, and instead of sending it back or whatever, or trying to get it replaced, I just kept it, because at that price, she's great. The latest Michael Kelly to the collection is this guy, and what this is an Hourglass Hollowbody, and it's weird because it's a slightly like 20% or 10% larger body in every dimension, full hollow. There is a center block underneath the bridge posts, and there's definitely at least a slight reinforcement underneath here. She doesn't, if you play her, she doesn't ring a lot of tune, but she doesn't ring like a full acoustic one. Definitely sounds more like a 335 when you play it, or something like that. But when recording, it's a very buttery, jazzy type tone, and it also has just this fantastic feeling. It's a rosewood fretboard, but it's been treated with something, so it almost feels like an ebony, but it's a very, very comfortable neck to play. See the nice headstock, also Grover tuners. It's a maple neck, and this nice 3-inch thick or so body. It's just beautiful. And this one was, I think it was $300 to buy it now on eBay. I probably could have waited it out and I think picked it up for $270 or so. But it's just a gorgeous, upmarket looking, and really completed my Michael Kelly collection. But I think each of these make fantastic gigging guitars, playing around the house. They're great living room guitars. I think before my latest round of Gibson knockoffs from China, they were my go-to living room guitar, and they still all are sitting around. But check them out. You can find them on eBay. They have crappy resale, so you can pick them up for a couple $100 and really get a guitar that's a lot of fun to play out of the box. They've all had fantastic action, and I don't think I've seen any of the ones I've come across that have swapped out pickups. They work pretty well for what they're good at. So I don't know, just a quick video to say check out Michael Kelly's. They're a fun guitar. They're no hassles, and they're a good little addition to anyone's collection when they're trying to stay under $500 range. And really, that's the point of a good hidden gem. I've been Nick in the States. I've got a problem.